Revenge films.
I'm Kay, and I've been married to Justin for over 10 years. We have a son who goes to middle school. Recently, Justin was assigned a position in another state, and I was to stay at home with my son for 3 months. It made me a little worried because of a woman in the neighborhood who often recruits me into a religious group. When I was finishing my shift at the supermarket where I worked, somebody called my name from behind.
Hi, Kay. Oh, I'm glad to see you here. I have an important thing to tell you.
I was just about to get on my bike. It was Tanya, who is known for persistently recruiting people. I'm not close to her, and I tried to distance myself from her, but our sons go to the same school. What is it? I have to go home and make dinner for my son.
It's only 5 p.m. You should take a break, too.
She stood in my way as if she were blocking my bike. It seemed hard to force my way through. Okay, I have 5 minutes. What is it now?
Are you happy now?
When I was about to say something, she held out her arms in front of me to stop me.
Wait, you don't have to tell me. I know. Not like our guru, but I can read people's minds too.
Then she closed her eyes as if she were praying or something.
I know. You have worries. Because your husband is away from home. Am I right?
Anyone could say that if our sons are friends and talk to each other. I thought she was joking, but she was serious. I wanted to say give me a break. She seemed worse than the rumors. I said I had to go and was going to go home.
I'm not finished.
She said it loudly in front of my workplace. It was getting to a busy time in the store, and I noticed their eyes on me. I wasn't doing anything wrong, but I felt awkward. She had a self-satisfied smirk on her face.
I don't want to give them the wrong idea, especially at your work. How about we grab a coffee somewhere, Kay?
Every word that came out of her mouth sounded unnatural, and she says my name loudly to give them the impression that we know each other. I have nothing to talk about.
Yes, you do. Please, open your mind. Let's search for happiness together.
I'm not going to fall for that.
Oh, why?
Because I took religious studies at college. I know what you're doing. I wanted to run away, but I was also afraid of retaliation. I thought I should decline politely, and we went to a coffee shop. She lives nearby, and our sons are classmates. We have mutual friends. To prevent further disturbance, I should say no clearly, once and for all. We ordered coffee, and she started.
I heard your husband is away. Is it true?
Yes, so?
I got a message from God. That's why I came to talk to you. I'm sorry to tell you, but your husband is having an affair, or he's going to soon.
Causing anxiety to innocent people is their usual tactic. I guess your God has a lot of free time to send you here to tell me about my husband's affair, I replied with dry humor. I was offended because I felt Justin was insulted. Justin is trustworthy. His job is very demanding, and he comes home every weekend. There's no time for him. When our coffee was served, she talked about coffee calmly. If they're unfamiliar with the clever tactics of religious groups, they may give in at this point. She talks in such a friendly way and calmly. She's not aggressive. When we had almost finished our coffee, she came back to the subject.
Your husband is taking advantage of the living situation and having an affair.
He is not.
I understand how you feel, but this is a message from God. In other words, it's the truth. Of course, your husband won't admit it. If you try to get proof, it'll be of no use. The divine message says even if you hire an investigator, you'll be in no luck, because he's hiding it well.
I understood why she approached me after Justin went away for work. She's good at exploiting people's weaknesses. Even though this may be a cookie-cutter tactic, I felt resentful, so I asked her a question. What is the foundation of your religious group? Is it Buddhism or Christianity?
Neither. Our guru created an entirely new religion.
And then she went on and on. They all sounded familiar from the major religions in the world. It seemed like a patchwork religion. She said dramatically,
Adultery is a sin. Not only your husband, but if you ignore it, you'll be a sinner too. At the time of the final judgment, you don't want to be cast into the hell of Jahannam by King Enma, do you?
It was a terrible sentence that seemed to be randomly copied and pasted together. Final judgment is from Christianity and King Enma is from Buddhism, and Jahannam means hell in Islamic belief. Am I wrong?
Our guru is generous and takes in existing beliefs as well.
Doesn't that contradict what you said earlier about entirely new religion? This stopped her rubbish. That was easy. Then I went on to give her a brief lecture about the basics of Christianity, Buddhism, and Islam. She didn't seem to follow me, though, probably from a lack of basic study. I paid for my coffee and left her there. Who couldn't say anything more? A few days later, I thought she gave up on me, but she didn't. I was cleaning the front yard. She said abruptly,
I know you're in trouble with something.
I am in trouble most with persistent religious solicitation. She pretended not to hear me. Her eyes seemed to emit a strange light.
I wanted to tell you about this seminar. It's very valuable. I know I was defeated by you the other day because of my lack of studying, but there will be virtuous people there. I'd like you to come.
Yeah, and when I get there, I'll be surrounded by big guys and forced to buy an expensive vase or water, right? No, thank you. Now she changed her tone and whispered in my ear.
You should know that it's an honor to be invited to the seminar when you're new. Normally, people of high rank don't meet with commoners like us, but I recommended you to them, and they allowed you to join them.
The way she talked made me nauseous. It's okay, really.
Okay means you'll come?
No, don't you understand English?
Why don't you come with me to see if I understand English?
Ugh, is there a medicine to put on this woman?
You're in denial. You say no to everything, so negative. That's why your husband found someone nicer.
Ugh, I couldn't stand it anymore. I yelled at her. My husband isn't having an affair. I don't care about your seminar a bit. I have no interest in listening to a stranger's stories. I'll ask my husband directly. She seemed put off by my harsh tone, finally. I left her there and went inside the house. That day I texted Justin. That religious woman makes me crazy. Justin usually comes home on Saturday, but it was Friday, and he flew home at night for me. I asked him if I could see his phone to see if he was having an affair, and he handed me his phone on the spot. There was nothing suspicious, of course.
Or you can call my boss and ask him if I have any free time to fool around.
I apologized to him. I'm sorry, she kept saying that you were having an affair, so that made me a little crazy. Justin comforted me with his words. After that, I decided to ignore her no matter what. She seemed to move on to someone else, but with little success. She was trying to implant worrisome information into people's heads, which was a lie, of course. She forced an unfortunate old man into buying an expensive vase from her, but after that, the man called the police and sued her for fraud. She was divorced by her husband and lost custody of her child. She was also shut out of the group because she defamed them by causing a police matter. She must be devastated. She kept asking people around, "Are you happy now?" but ended up being the least happy person of all.
How was today's video? If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Stay tuned for more.